Posted a video 2 days ago discussing the cross chaining and straight chaining of equipment. So now this is a Bobcat T320. The weight on it's like just a hair over 10,000 pounds operating. So this, the only reason I cross chain the front is to help hold the bucket on. That's it. Other than that, if I didn't have the bucket, I would have went right from the mount straight to the trailer. But that saves me time and aggravation. Back here, I just threw one up over, straight through, back down to the trailer. Now by law, it's over 10,000 pounds. It's supposed to have 4 chains in each corner, 4 binders. Now, that's a 7,100 pound binder, 10,000 pound chain, same thing up front. So I am well over the working load limit that's required to hold it down. So if I got pulled over, would I have an argument? Would I be able to hold up? I mean, is there gray areas in that law? Illegal, I guess, on the fact of not having 4, but I'm legal on the fact of having it secured to its weight limit. What do you guys think of that? This person here is absolutely 100% correct. Guys, we ain't got no gray areas. The only reason that skid steer was chained like that was I was going an extremely short distance with it. That's it. Law says 10,000 pounds or over, 4 corners. With the legal working load limit chains and binders on it. So if there's a, as this gentleman said, if there's a gray area that works in the officer's benefit, I'm sure they will. And you've always got to have a chain over the implement. Just the way the rules are written, man. So, but I think it's, I don't know, you can, I was just talking to a buddy about it who's actually a DOT officer. I don't know, what did he tell me? 49 CFR 393-100. You can look up all that stuff. But yeah, 10 grand is 10 grand. And they want it bound in all 4 corners. And then one over the implement. That's just it. So if the officer is okay with just kind of letting you slide on a warning, you might get lucky. If not, you're getting a fine. I'm going to start today with a quick loader swap out. Nothing serious. Just going to take this one up to a well pad. Switch it out with another one. They want to, I don't know if you can see them. See if we can zoom in. Yeah. We got 4 new tires over there. They just want to put the new tires on the other machine down here. I got a question for some people. How many of you guys chain loaders like this in the back? Or do you cross chain everything? Like some people swear you need to be. Now I do cross chain up front only because where the mounts are on these IT28s, the angle would be crazy steep to go out to the front. So I cross chain up there. But I just throw my chains on like this and roll. Again, never had anybody say anything, never bitch about it. I understand, you know, maybe a hair side loading the hook, but it's an 18100 binder. I don't really think I'm going to have much of an issue. I'm just curious how many other guys would just do that. They don't come loose. Ride's great. So, but yeah, some people like to either comment or message me, which is weird, telling me that I'm doing it wrong. Can't have them like that. So what do you guys think? So that video I posted this morning, I actually had 2 people, I guess, that follow me, message me and ask me exactly what I was talking about. Both guys seem fairly new to hauling equipment in general. I don't know if they heavy haul or not, or what exactly they do, but they were talking about, or they asked me about what I meant by side loading a hook. So, and I get it, there's thousands of us out there who know, and yeah, some who don't. But so I did it both ways on this loader that I'm taking back. That right there is exactly how you should, technically we'll say by rights, put your binder in. It's pulling completely straight all the way through. How it was designed, how it was built, what it was built for, however you want to word it. But that's how it is exactly supposed to pull. Don't mind the hole in my deck. That one happened on Saturday. On this side, I'm not even really side loaded as much as I guess we'll say closer to tip loaded. See how it's the angle that is pulling up on that hook, and it's almost kind of trying to stretch the hook, we'll say. That's not how a binder was designed to be used. You know, when they built it, research and development, that wasn't their purpose. That wasn't their plan, we'll say. But anyway, sometimes you load shit like that. Slide loading, it means having the binder itself more at an angle this way, and you're kind of pulling it like that up into the load. Like I said, I chain it down both ways when I feel. I've never had anybody bust my balls for hooking it like it is over there. But hey, guys, if I'm wrong, man, anybody jump on, put your input out there, man. I'm always willing to learn more. If I'm doing it wrong, seeing it wrong, explaining it wrong, shit, let me know. I definitely don't know everything, and I don't claim to. So, but I'll wrap that chain up now and get heading back to our shop. Hope that helps these guys understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna revert back to that video I posted last week with the machine that had the blade just a little too wide, and everybody was talking about the binder hook sticking out further. You don't get measured on that. Now I brought the tape with me, so right there, that hook, that's 1 3/4 inches on each side. This one here, these hooks, these binders are much heavier. That's 2 inches. So them 2 inches on my 102 would make me 106, right? Be +4. Even if the machine was exactly as wide as the trailer. So I mean, at this moment, the machine has nothing to do with it. Obviously I'm oversized. But even if the machine I was hauling was exactly as wide as my trailer, or even inside, they're not going to say anything about the hook being there. And then for those people who say, oh, that's why you use D-rings. That D-ring, I can't hold it up. Oh, man, maybe I can. There we go. We're going to hold that up with my knee. Put it there. It's about 1 3/4 inches. By the time the hook hooks on out here, you're 2 inches again. Securement does not get included in the width of the load, so it doesn't matter. You know, and I know there's a ton of guys who know that, but for all you guys who don't, the chain binder hook doesn't mean shit. They're not going to say nothing about it.